كنجل مساجد جبيسة كايسناسا ببريسا كايسناسا ببريسا. With our last consecutive Gadaa programs, we have been discussing justice and human rights in the Gadaa system, the indigenous democratic system of the Oromo people. We have discussed how Oromo people has engineered the social, economic and political systems with check and balance to prevent bad acts like corruption, which is currently becoming eminent problems for Ethiopia. Today, we would continue from where we have stopped. Stay tuned. The normal check and balance of modern democracy also exists in the Gadaa system. There are legislative, executive, and judiciary government bodies. Of course, the way it works may vary. For example, there is check and balance system within these bodies too. Gadaa cabinets wouldn't be elected from a single clan. They should come at least from 3 clans. Actually, there is sharing of social responsibility among clans. For example, the clan that takes leadership in Kalu institution, the spiritual part of Gadaa system, is excluded from political leadership. From the 9 cabinets of Gadaa, 1 post is exclusively reserved for 1 clan. The role of this person is just to supervise decisions of the Gadaa cabinets. He can veto decisions of Gadaa and other cabinets if he thought it is against the interest of the public. The leaders who have transferred power would always serve as councillors in the newly elected government. They follow and supervise the works of the new leaders. If the ruling of Gadaa and its government go against culture and interest of the public, they would bring the issue to Gumi, or General Assembly, the highest legislative body in the Gadaa system. It is the only body that can decide such kind of public issues. Security officers of the Gadaa system are the youths at Fonle Gadaa grade, which means 16 to 24 years age. They are members of other Gadaa party. They follow and control any kind of acts which is against culture and the value of the people. They also work on law enforcement. Actually, they are the police of Gadaa system. Their commander is from the ruling Gadaa party. However, they have their own internal leadership. If they thought the decision of the ruling government is against culture and interest of the public, they can resist and take the issue to the Gumi. Because when they reach the stage on which they take responsibility to lead the nation, they would be evaluated by what they did at this stage. Similarly, army of Gadaa are from Rabadori Gadaa grades. They are members of opposition party. They never engage in the act they didn't think serves the interest of their people. They are on preparation to take power. They decide the right thing for 2 reasons. If they fail to decide the right thing, they would lose confidence of the people they are going to rule soon. On the other hand, they wouldn't create problems that they are going to inherit from the ruling party. Therefore, the leaders can't impose their interest on the public, as decision is made only through passing a strong and round of check and balance. Besides political entities, there is Carlo institution. It governs spiritual life of the public. Elected Abba Gadaa should take oaths and endorse it by Abba Muda, head of Carlo institution. If Abba Muda believed that the elected person is a wrong person, he never endorsed the appointment. Therefore, a wrong person who passed through this whole evaluation and elected as Abba Gadaa would be detected at this stage. So it is rare to get bad leaders on public position in Oromo Gadaa system. A person who serves the public is respected in Oromo culture, as serving the public brings public recognition. A person would enjoy serving the public without expectation of any benefit. However, the public would pay the one who served them not only recognition, but also immaterial. They would give them the cattle as gumata or gifts. Actually, it is voluntary gift. You have no legal responsibility, but moral responsibility. So the people would discharge this moral responsibility without expecting somebody to tell them. Actually, it is a system developed to finance public servants so that they don't put public service aside for personal economic problems. The public would sustain giving Gumata gifts for Gadaa leaders even after transferring power. This is because Gadaa public service gives you lifetime respect. As the public provide them service and economic support, Gadaa leaders would never damage their personal image and genuine recognition the public awarded them by engaging in bad acts like corruption. Actually, it is beyond that. Such acts are against the culture of the Oromo people, and committing such crime has punishment. Besides that, if you committed such crime, the public would outcast you. Logically, committing such crime on the public who respect and provide you support without any legal responsibility is mental problem. You have no reason to compromise. Human rights violation is not expected in the Gadaa system. From its very nature, Oromo has profound respect for humanity. In Oromo culture, all humans are equal. Human being is respected just for being human. Oromo says, Mal ilma namati miti, which literally means, is he or she not human being when they see mistreatment of any person? Long before International Human Rights Declaration, Oromo had set laws to safeguard human rights. Everything has a law in the Gadaa system. There is law for human beings, other animals, and trees, and even for non-living things. Sena All human beings, whether poor or rich, are equal under Gadaa system. There is no social class in Oromo social structures. Gadaa leaders have no privilege that other members of the community wouldn't get. Of course, the public respect them for the service that they give to the public. They never consider them as special human beings. They just live in the people. There is no special place reserved for them. Human being is never mistreated in Oromo culture, including war captives. If a person is captured in war front, the leaders would give him to one person in custody. That person had the responsibility to treat the captive equal to his children until his fate is decided by the leaders. The custodian will teach the captive the culture and value of the people. If the person is convinced and interested to become an Oromo, he would be naturalized through Gadaa, the Oromo Naturalization Institution. He would become member of the clan of the person to whom he was interested on his capture day. Then he would have equal rights with an Oromo person. It's just an Oromo. By the way, this also works for wild animals. A wild animal that escaped hunting and came to the Oromo home would never be killed. According to the Gadaa laws, killing a young, pregnant, and an animal drinking water is forbidden. Oromo is such a humble and morally established people who respect even the right of wild animals, where most of the global community is not ashamed to sell human beings for slavery. This culture never allows an Oromo individual to abuse the right of any person. By the way, there is no prison in Oromo justice system. Even murder crime would be settled through reconciliation under Guma institution or compensation. The family of criminal and the victim would be reconciled and become family to one another through this reconciliation. There is no abusive interrogation system in the Gadaa system. The person who committed crime would be questioned by elders. If he denies the case, his family, sub-clan and clan members would be investigated. They wouldn't hide because everybody in the community are responsible for one another. In Oromo culture, Oromo give priority to the truth than the blade bond. The death of the victim and its consequence concerns them than the punishment of their friend or relatives. Generally, as a person can't hide from the public, the truth would be unveiled. Then the elders would convince that person to accept and solve the problem through reconciliation. As the elders work to serve justice rather than the law, there is no space for injustice to prevail. The citizens wouldn't suffer torture and unjust imprisonment. Unfortunately, the political elites haven't given proper attention to such indigenous knowledge, and they are suffering severe problem of corruption and human rights violations. Some Gadaa laws might be difficult to adapt to modern political system. they may don't fit to the modern dynamics as they developed many years ago when Oromo had one belief and psychology. Today, Oromo is not homogeneous people in all life aspects. They are following different religions. They are divided in many modern administrative boundaries. Actually, Gadaa system is open for amendment by its nature. So, we can amend and adopt Gadaa in the modern administrative system. Indigenous knowledge is the best solution for the problems created by imported knowledge.